information about you. So you're the only one sharing, and you're at a high and excited, and you're sharing all this information and providing all this information to them. You're on this high, providing it, giving off this information. But then guess what? What you think is happening? They're taking everything in for fuel. You're fueling the narcissist by giving them your all, your energy, your enthusiastic, your plans, your goals, directions, what to do, everything. You're fueling them and you're feeding them and you're nurturing them. And that's the part that we don't realize where we're messing up, because that's the role and responsibility of a mother, to nurture their child. It's not your responsibility. But it feels so good. It feels so exciting. No, that's not a whole person. So now you're taking your whole self and splitting you in half to share you with the narcissistic person. Now you're going to be left as a half person because you've shared yourself with them so much, and they're just taking from you. So now they're whole. And the moment they're now pouring into someone else that they're trying to impress, the new supply, they're going to take that half that they took from you and provide it to that other person, and they'll still be left drained. So once the impression part of that person is done, they're on to the next supply, and they come back to you for more. So now you're even less than half the percentage that you were once before. But that's what it's like dealing with a narcissistic person. That's what it's like being married to a narcissistic person. It takes a lot of toll on you. It destroys you. It breaks you down. It might seem like I'm smiling, but I'm really not smiling. I'm just thinking. My wheels are spinning as we speak, because I'm thinking back to how much I was that person. I was pouring all of me into that narcissistic person. I was giving all of me to the narcissist, to be left with nothing, to be left broken and distraught, to now have to start to rebuild myself, my life over. I was once that person too. So taking the time to acknowledge what your role and your responsibility in the relationship with the narcissistic person is going to be essential to you. Because having a narcissistic partner cannot do anything good for you. It leaves you feeling guilty, not the narcissistic person, because you're going to feel as if, what else could I have done? What else could I have done to make this relationship work? What else could I have done to make this relationship better? And you're going to sit there wanting to know that you could have done some things different. You could have done some things better. The reality is there's nothing that you can do to fix this narcissist. There's nothing that you can do to restore this narcissistic person or to make them feel like you did something. You could have cut off all your limbs and done things and reconstruct yourself. It's still the same with the narcissistic person. They didn't value you to begin with. They're not going to value you now. And that's just what it is for them. The truth, they don't like themselves. And if the person don't love themselves, how they're going to love you? If they don't like themselves, how they're going to like you? They're actually ashamed of who they are. They're ashamed to look in the mirror. They're ashamed to know that who they are, the monster inside of who they are. They're ashamed to face that person in the mirror. The narcissist is ashamed of themselves. They don't like to look in the mirror and to reflect on who they are. Their accountabilities is zero. They do not take accountability for their actions. And you're no different. They don't value you because looking at you, they don't like the peace and the happiness and the joy that you naturally bring to the table. It's torment for them. It's torture for them. They don't like you. Not for a second. Check in the comment sections. Look and see amongst other people like yourself, and you'll get to see that they do not like you. It's a community of people that are dealing with the same thing. They do not like you one bit. They don't like the person looking back at the mirror because it's empty. There's no one looking back at them when they look in the mirror. It's empty, so that's why they want to look at you. Because they want to copy you. They want to mimic you. They want to imitate you. So they're looking at you because They don't have a sense of belonging. They don't have a sense of identity. So they want your identity. They want to be like you. And looking at you gives them that satisfaction. Looking at you brings them that peace. Looking at you gives them a fulfillment of what they don't have. They're empty inside. But looking at you gives them fuel. So little do you know that the narcissist needs you more than how you need them. But because you don't know the mantle that you carry, because you don't know the worth that you have, you think you need the narcissist more than how they need you. No, the narcissist needs you more than how you need them. They don't have a sense of purpose. They don't have a sense of belonging. They have nothing. But looking at you gives them hope, give them a reason for continuing on what they're doing. That's what it does for them. So you might not think that you're so valuable. Best believe it that you are. And it's very important that you partner in a community of people that is going to be able to help you. A support group, a support system that's going to be able to help you. It's very important that you take this seriously and put your health first, because this will deteriorate you from the inside out. There are many support groups. I have a support group right now. It's called Feminine Divine Healing. And it's my private Facebook group that you could join that group. I'm not charging anything for that group right now. It's absolutely free, that you'll be able to get the emotional support that you need and to be with a community of people who have had narcissistic relationship as well and can give you pointers and tips there as well too. Join my free private Facebook group where you can have that support as well too. And in addition to that, there are many other therapists that's available to you and that are expertise in these areas. I'm a life coach as well too. You could book a one-on-one session with me and I'll be able to help you and give you more tips and insight on how to get out of these relationships and how to get out safely, because not oftentimes people make it out alive. It's not safe being with them. It's not safe being married to them. Plenty times I wanted to leave, and I'll get asked the question, why didn't you leave? Why did you stay? You can't just leave. You can't. It's not easy to leave those kind of relationships. It takes a lot of preparation, a lot of planning, and you also have to have a strategy, be very strategic in order to get out of this relationship safe. So those are some of the tips that I give in my private group. Those are some of the things that I provide to you guys to let you know how to do this safely, because you need to be able to get out of this safely and in one piece. And when you get out, not to be looking over your shoulder in fear and not to be worried that this person is going to hurt you, because all they've done is instill fear in you this entire time throughout the relationship. Is drive fear in you, because that's the only way they can control you, is to drive fear in you. Narcissists are not good people. And I'm not speaking about them because I'm angry with them. No. But I'm speaking about them because after going through a narcissistic relationship myself, I want to provide that insight to you so that you'll be able to see the things that goes on in a narcissistic relationship, so that you'll be able to get the advice that I'm providing to you and learn how to navigate these situations should you be faced with one at any time. I want to be able to provide that support for you, be that supportive system so that you guys can be able to walk out of this strong, get out of this healed, get out of this whole, and become the greatest version of yourself. You are so valuable and you are so worth it. And little do you know that the narcissist has no purpose other than to destroy you, other than to steal your soul, other than to replicate you, other than to mimic you, other than to try to be like you. But why would they want to be like you if you're nothing good? If you're no one good, if you have nothing good for you going on for you, why would you think a narcissist would want to be like you? Why would they want to imitate you? Why would they want to mirror you? Why would they want to replicate you? For what? Why would somebody admire someone? Why do people recognize people and have them as role models or inspiration or motivation? Because there's something about them that drives them, that encourages you to do things. So you want to be like that person that motivates you, that inspires you to be better. That's who you are to the narcissist. But it's hard because you don't know how to be that for yourself. And I get it. I totally get it. And I sympathize. I'm not harsh on people who are leaving out a narcissistic relationship or toxic relationship, because I know the impact that it has on you. I know how hard it is to get out of it and how devastating it is at times to even find yourself or find your voice or even to share with people. I used to talk to the wrong people. I used to share my business, share what I was going through, share my pain with people. But then I realized, because when you start to share the information with these people around you, you'll realize that you're looking for support from people who does not support you. That was something hard for me to accept. But when I realized that whatever I shared with them was now being used as a weapon to throw it back in my face, I realized I did not have the support from the people that I thought supported me. So don't go looking for support from people who don't support you. And don't love people who don't love you back. Okay? Love is freely given to you, so freely give it. And people that don't value it and don't want it, don't keep giving it to them. Don't keep introducing it to them. Be comfortable with who you are. Be confident in who you are. All your flaws, your insecurities, the things that you're not comfortable about, be comfortable with them, because those are the same insecurities that the narcissists prey upon in order to control you, to make you feel less than, and to make you feel more insecure so that they can control you and use it as a weapon and remind you that nobody else out there is going to want you but them. That's a lie. Don't believe it. Not for a second. Don't believe the lies that they tell. Now it's time for you to unlearn these things and to start doing things a little bit different. Now it's time for you to start doing things much better. And you'll realize and see that you had all the skills all along. You had all the gifts all along. The narcissist just wanted to be just like you. But now that you're able to unlock these skills and unlock the things that are about you, you're starting to realize how powerful you are, how strong you are, and that you're more than what you've settled for. And the red flags that you've ignored before, you won't ignore them going forward. Married to a narcissist can be tiring. Being married to them can drain you. It's tiring. It's disheartening. It's also emotionally draining. It takes a toll on you. It messes with your finances. It messes with your bills. It messes with your relationship with other people. It is devastating being in a relationship with a narcissistic person. But all hope is not lost. All hope is not gone, because there is tomorrow. You are here today. You are alive and you are well. And I want you guys to remember that you have a purpose and you are important. You are valuable. And I want you to understand that it is very dynamic for you to engage in different strategies that's going to help to protect your emotional well-being. That's going to help you to protect your emotional state. Your state of mind, if your head is not in the right place, your performance, your production is not going to be at your best. So I want you guys to remember that it's important for you to make sure that you take care of your health. I can't stress this enough. Self-love, self-care, your well-being is very important. Setting healthy boundaries is very important. Understanding what your needs are is very important. Seeking the right help, partnering with the right community is very important to who you are as a person. This would help you to better yourself and to see that whatever you've been experiencing, it's legit, it's valid, and not to worry too much about the fact that you think that you can't get out of it. The reality is you are doing just fine. I'm going to try my best to put out more videos out, especially the morning videos of morning encouragement, of encouraging words, to be able to share this information with you guys. I appreciate you guys always for supporting your girl, okay? For always being there for me. And I know I didn't do a lot of shout out in the beginning of the video, But let me give a special shout out to Miss P. Miss P, thank you for always supporting me and being there for me. I can't tell you thank you enough. Leandra, I know Connie Barnes being here. I know Chelly's in here sometimes. I know Carol being here sometimes. Kaya, Demetria. I mean, so many of you guys. If I didn't say your name just now, know that I love you guys so much, and I appreciate all the love and the support